What's up, YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Miami Dolphins offensive line versus Tampa. We're only going to be looking at the film from the first quarter because that's pretty much where our starters are, besides Teron Armstead, because obviously he didn't play. But we will take a look at Larnell Coleman though, just because Teron Armstead is frequently hurt, so there is a good chance that he's going to play regular season snaps at some point. But we're going to be paying special close attention to Liam Eichenberg, Michael Dieter, Robert Hunt, and Austin Jackson, because those guys are all very likely starters. Liam Eichenberg and Michael Dieter, one of them is going to lose their job to Connor Williams, but we're not sure which. So let's get and take a look. We're going to take a look at... So we're going to go from left to right on each play. So we're going to start with Larnell Coleman and work our way toward Austin Jackson. All right, so Larnell Coleman, hands inside, leaning a little bit, but looking okay. Feet are a little narrow. Pretty good rep. Not mad at that. All right, let's take a look at Liam. Gave up his chest. Ugh. Man. That's kind of rough. Decent recovery, though. Alright, let's take a look at Michael Dieter at center. Alright, he started off with both hands in. Well, he's got the right hand inside, and then he kind of, for a moment, put that left hand there, but now he's just using his right hand to extend a little bit. Ah, he's going to climb toward the linebacker. Okay. He's got kind of short arms as well. Let's take a look at Robert Hunt. That seems okay. Not too mad at that. Ooh, Austin Jackson, how did you end up there? They're just kind of pushing in the back of the play. But they did, Robert Hunt and Austin Jackson did set the edge well and made sure that this is kind of a trick that offensive linemen can do in the run. They can turn their body, because if the running back is trying to go to the right, all these bodies, it's impossible for them to get over this way, because you've made like one gigantic meatball of human beings that they have to get through to get there. Austin Jackson and Robert Hunt did that pretty well together. All right, let's take a look at the play. What's up, Tua? All right. So again, starting from left tackle to right. All right. So Larnell Coleman looked a little bit lost. He looked like he didn't really know who to block. He let this linebacker go, which is unfortunate. Yeah, he definitely looks lost. All right, let's take a look at Liam. Liam also looks very lost. Let's take a look at Michael Dieter. At least he knew his assignment. He went to block the mic. He just missed with his hands. Twice. Which isn't good either, but at least he knew his assignment. Alright, let's take a look at Robert Hunt. There we go. I don't like the hand placement. They're both outside, but at least you got a hold of your guy. And like I said, he's turning his body so that the defender has to get through him to get to the play side. Hands were a little high, too. All right, let's take a look at Austin Jackson. Leaning a little bit. Base looks okay. Yeah. Hands weren't really in great place. They were kind of on the outside. It allows the defender to kind of swipe the outside hand. Good recovery, though. Let's get to the next play. Whoop. Went too far. There we go. Alright, Larnell Coleman. Kind of missed with your hands a little bit there, huh? Yeah. That's kind of a bad punch. It's because he punched a little too early, and he's leaning forward. So he's just able to swipe those hands away. Larnell Coleman's got a pretty good reach, but I don't like how low his hands are either. Like before contact. Alright, let's take a look at Liam. Man, I wish I had a better angle at this. Looks like he missed his hands as well. So he's getting hit with a swim move. Nice throw, though. Cedric Wilson was eating on that first drive. Let's take a look at Michael Dieter. Alright. Looks like he got his right hand inside, and the left he was kind of fighting to get it inside. Nah, he just kind of settled for the shoulder. Okay. Let's take a look at Robert Hunt. Much better rep from Robert Hunt. Not liking how far he's leaning forward. A good cloth pull put him on his face there. Austin Jackson's got his left hand inside. He's kind of controlling the wrist with the right. That's not a bad rep. That's a pretty good throw. Do we get another angle? Or we might be able to see the O-line a little better. That'd be nice. Do we? Yes, we do. Oh, okay. We're going to look at all of them again. Goldmine. Starting with Larnell Coleman again. So yeah, you can clearly see him missing with his hands. Much, much better now. All right, let's take a look at Liam. So they do a little stunt here. And Liam isn't able to pick it up. He's just not quick enough. He doesn't see it fast enough. Alright. Let's take a look at Michael Dieter. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, his hands are both of his hands are actually to the outside. He kind of tries to hug him instead of punch. He's leaning a little bit too, but I think he might have been expecting help from Robert Hunt. All right, let's take a look at Austin now. That's actually not a bad rep from Austin. He could sink a little bit lower. Knee bend could be a little bit better. The hands are looking pretty decent. That was a good angle. Alright. Left to right. Is this the sack? It is not. But the play does get blown up. Let's see what happens. Larnell Coleman missing with his hands. He's just not that athletic either. Move on to Michael not Michael Dieter, but Liam Eichenberg. That's a good rep for Michael. I mean, why am I saying Michael? Liam. His hands could be more inside. He kind of crossed his feet a little bit. That's why they fell. But also, Michael Dieter kind of pushed the guy into them. So that's not a bad rep from Liam, though. All right, let's take a look at Michael Dieter. Can't really see what he's doing. Hopefully we get a... Do we get a better angle of this? No. Okay. Just checking. Kind of a block in the back, but okay. Let's take a look at Robert Hunt. So he's going to climb. Doesn't catch up to the linebacker. Okay. Let's take a look at Austin Jackson. Yeah, he's not doing a whole lot. Okay. If this is the sack, there's a better angle we get. It's not. Okay. All right, so Larnell Coleman. All right, you just kind of help Liam. All right. Let's take a look at his hands there. Now that he actually has time to react, he actually does get his hands inside. Decent rep. Not a whole lot of effort from the defender, though. Let's take a look at Liam. Ah, he's giving up his chest way too easy, man. Alright, let's take a look at Dieter. See, Michael Dieter's not really punching. He's more like slapping. He eventually gets his hands inside. Ooh, is that a clock ball? Yep. This is what I'm talking about with them leaning. See, Michael Dieter's leaning, and the defender's got his hands inside because Michael Dieter's hands are bad. He's gonna pull cloth. He didn't fall, but it was enough to... Michael Dieter actually recovered pretty well there, though. But that is my concern with them leaning. All right, Robert Hunt. All right, you just kind of go help Austin Jackson a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at Austin Jackson then. Miss with your hands. Decent recovery though. But in order to recover, you do have to lose. I'd rather not lose to begin with. Larnell Coleman. Boy. Alright, this is the sack. We get a better angle of this. Well, not for Coleman, we don't. Do we? Yeah, this is better. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Yeah. Doesn't punch, despite him having a reach advantage. Gives up his chest. Doesn't sink his hips low. And just lets the guy run right through him. It's unfortunate. Alright, let's take a look at Liam. Oh boy. Those feet. Good recovery. Alright, let's look at Dieter. He doesn't really have a whole lot to do. He's just going to go help Robert Hunt a little bit. Take a look at Robert Hunt. Decent hand placement. There you go. Defender did a pointless spin move that was never going to work. Let's take a look at Austin. Not in love with the hand placement from Austin. Feet looked okay, though. They're still not really punching with their hands, and their hand placement's still very inconsistent. All right, Larnell Coleman. All right, climbed well, got to the linebacker. Not mad at that. Gonna let go of Golston because he's the read. Then he's gonna go up. He's still giving up his chest, though. Liam's kind of hard to see on this play. Yeah, he's getting his ass whooped. Okay. I can't really see his hands in that mess, but let's just go to Dieter. Completely miss an open space. And this isn't climbing. Climbing would be, you know, he puts his hands on this dude to help out Robert Hunt, or this dude to help out Liam, and then climb to a linebacker. He just runs. And completely misses both of them. Yeah, I still don't like our offensive line, to be honest. Robert Hunt. Now, granted, our two new acquisitions aren't on the field, but still. This is holding on Robert Hunt. But they ain't called it, so. Alright, let's take a look at Austin. Again, his hand placement. He's getting his hands outside, giving up his chest. Luckily, the defender ain't really taking advantage, but shit. Alright, let's take a look at Larnell Coleman. Alright, hands are a little bit better. Base is kind of narrow. Not a bad little rep, though. This play is going to be kind of hard to grade because it's a screen. Let's take a look at Liam. Gave up his chest. Does recover well. Gets his right hand inside. Kind of create some distance. Okay. Let's move on to Dieter. Not in love with Michael Dieter and Robert Hunt running into each other. They both look confused once they get to the second level. Michael Dieter especially, Jesus. And then he... So Michael Dieter got in the way of Robert Hunt and Ahmed. Great. Let's take a look at Robert Hunt. He's got his hand there. Go to the next level. Can't really see what he does when he gets there. What about Austin Jackson? He doesn't really have anyone to block. Okay. Okay. Did we get any more? Yep, I think we get one more play. Alright, Larnell Coleman. Ahmed Sanu in motion. Right hand inside, but giving up his chest. Good recovery. Alright, let's take a look at Liam. Yeah, Liam doesn't really have anything to do on that play. Okay, moving on to Michael Dieter. I'd like to see you put your other hand on that dude. He's kind of getting overwhelmed, though. Alright, let's take a look at Robert Hunt. You're going to pass him on the running back and then try to block the guy that Dieter got smoked by. Jesus. All right, Austin Jackson. I still hate Austin Jackson's hands, man. He's recovering well, but he's losing initially. But I don't know. Like I said, I realize that Ron Armstead and Connor Williams are not on the starting lineup yet, but a lot of these guys are going to be starters, like Austin Jackson, whose hands still aren't great, and either Liam Eichenberg or Michael Dieter is going to be a starter, depending on where we put Connor. I would really like to put Connor Williams back at guard and sign J.C. Tretter, because I'm not trying to start Liam Eichenberg or Michael Dieter, if I'm being honest with you. Especially after this. At least Larnell Coleman, he looks pretty whack, not going to lie. But at least he's not a starter. Teron Armstead is. But left guard and center is looking pretty bad. And Austin Jackson is a big question mark, too. So, we'll see. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.